Hey guys, Gary from Newera Brewing here, and we've got a little bit of an excursion today. Just like to introduce Jamie from Morts.
Hi guys, thanks for coming.
No mate, no, always a pleasure. Jamie's been brewing for
20 plus years.
But brewing well, Jamie, how long?
Oh, brewing well. Yeah, probably let's say 15, 10 of that.
Brewing well for 15. Started out, what, with a small system, 3-vessel?
3-vessel, gravity at home, like everyone did, kegels, and then SsBrewtech decided to do some home brew kit in Australia, so we jumped on ship.
I think Jamie's actually pretty much got the first production SsBrewtech brew bucket that we ever bought out.
Yeah.
Or pretty close to it. It's still got the gallon markings though, haven't it?
Yeah, still got gallons.
Yeah.
Yep, that's my yeast starter bucket now.
Nice, nice. How long's Morts been going now?
2020, so Easter 2021, so we're over 2 years now.
Over 2 years.
Yep.
Found this space, decided to take the risk, get some pro brews going, and he's got a pretty interesting system which is sort of made up from various parts, but pretty effective in that small batch 200 or sub 200 litre space. So what are we looking at here, Jamie?
So today we're brewing just a New Zealand Pale Ale today. So at the moment we're just transferring into kettle. We've got 80-degree hot water on demand, gas.
Nice.
So we don't have to, we're limited space on.
So no HLT.
No HLT, so we can literally just go straight in. Through two big, I've got a carbon filter and a pleated filter out the back to take our chlorophyll out. So we have got a cold liquor for storage for our chiller now.
So this is obviously a mash tun here. So a little bit of an altered SsBrewtech kettle. So you've obviously done a few things to that one.
We've thrown a grain outdoor on it. We've thrown a wedge wire false bottom in it, so it's underlit directly.
Nice.
When we originally started, I had my old 20 gal insulator, but we were running 2 mash tuns together in a loop. That was giving me 160 litre mash, but it wasn't enough. Once we introduced the 2-barrel, and I was just graining out so much with a scoop.
Yeah.
The grain door was definitely a next option, so we can get about 75 kilos into that 190 in that 50 gal. So
you reckon we could alter and put some rakes in it or something? Is that the next step?
Rakes would be fantastic, because the 75 kilos, the thing is a nightmare to stir.
Yeah.
I've got to get in there with me simple little Ryobi drill and give it a hand. So
yeah, and obviously this being your main kettle here.
That's the main kettle, 50 gal.
Yep.
It was a great investment.
Yeah, I think once you got to that, I mean, you had these Brewmaster Edition kettles for a while. Did you have 2 of them or 1 of them?
Just 1 of them.
Yeah. And I think you had one of your old ones.
Yeah. I had another 110 as well.
That's right.
I can't keep how many buckets I've bought.
No.
Kettles. Yeah.
Kettles and kettles and more kettles.
Yeah.
But you know, once you sort of move to that sort of scale, it's you need a big kettle.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you're trying to fill 2 BBL tanks.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's got a big 5 mil, or that plate on the bottom. We didn't realise how thick it was until Sean cut a hole in this one.
Yeah.
So they've got a good bottom on them.
Yeah.
Probably due for a stir.
Due for a stir. Big Morts paddle. Good for warding off non-paying customers.
So not a big grain bill. So I think we've got about 35 kilo in this today. 30 kilos. So.
And what sort of grain are you using?
So today, for the pale, it's Simpson's Marisotto, bit of Caramunic 1, bit of Carapils for head retention. That's about all really, just nice simple ale.
Yep.
All New Zealand hops today. Massive aroma.
Massive aroma. That's right. Sorry, you've got the.
Yeah, so the hops are there already.
The hops of.
Bittering at 30.
Yep.
We've got a 5, a 10, 5 and a 0, big whirlpool.
Nice.
So, and then we'll dry hop it up with the, later on when she's all running.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what's your brew day look like as far as time-wise goes? Like
brew length, on average, even with the 300 now, I'm getting pretty good routine now. I think we're looking around start at 8. I'll be packed up pitch yeast by 2.
Yep. It's not too bad, really.
Yep. That's kettle clean, everything.
Yep.
This is living the dream for me.
This is living the dream.
Yeah, it's great. Come in and turn the tunes on and head down, bum up. But
What's sort of the next step you think as far as this system goes, or is this as big as you probably will see it?
Yeah, this space. So we want to have 3 2-barrels in our main space. We're going to move our little 1 barrels to the back room.
Yep.
We're going to fire up the little 3.8 SsBrewtech chiller again.
Yep.
She'll be back up and running.
Yep. So at the moment you've got the Contour mini chili there, 1.7.
Yeah, the 17. This is all new for us. We've just done a full Glycol loop and we've just got the new SS controllers running on solenoid.
Yep, so they're the new Touch. How do you find those?
Love them. The interface on them is so good.
They're not easy enough to connect and
they're not laggy. They're just, and I can monitor our temps. If anything weird has gone overnight and actually see it's data logging for us, so we can export to USB if we want.
And it's just running on a loop, so she sort of runs off here from the Contour, and obviously pivots off from each uni tank.
Each uni tank.
Yep. Little solenoid valve, and away it goes. And how do you find these jacketed tanks?
I was saying to my wife the other day, the best thing I've ever bought. I still love the little ones. They're just, and they're so to scale as well. I think SS done a magic job of taking a massive 20 hec fermenter and reducing it.
Yeah, they make such a difference though, like compared to the single skin ones. Like, you know, I know you've got a couple of single skins there, but you know, they're sort of chalk and cheese as far as retaining temperature and
the sweating, and it's not really existent. There's not much dripping at all.
No.
We've got 2 lagers going at the moment. The lager's sitting there nice at 12.3, and there's very little dripping down the bottom.
Well, there's hardly any dripping at all. Like, you've got a little bit up there. That's about it.
Yep.
You know, whereas you know, if you had a big single skin tank there, it should be
all on the floor. As soon as we get one out of tank, the Irish Red only kegged on Sunday.
Yep.
So I'll be here again tomorrow filling them up. So
nice.
That's the problem with small batch.
That's it, mate. You got to keep going.
I'll just keep them full.
I'm surprised you're not doing double batches, double brew days, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. If I can get someone to run the bar over the weekend and just avoid the place a bit, but it's starting to. It was one brew a week, one brew a fortnight. Now we're getting to like 2 brews a week, so it's definitely ramping up.
Yeah, we can tell there's a few little bits and pieces. You got the little sample coil there,
which is great because once the beer's carbonated and ready, I need to check carbonation.
That's it.
Slows the flow down.
It's always a little bit messy when you turn the sample tap on. If you want a big glass of foam, that is. No problems. Obviously, you've got the Pro Series spunning valve there, which is spunning really nicely. Like that's perfect. It's about as good as it gets.
Good as it gets.
And already got just under 10 psi.
Yep.
So how much faster do you reckon that speeds up your fermentation?
So our lager's still taking a month. Obviously, we have to brighten it, clear it out.
Yep.
But I think it's just telling it. It thinks it's in a big tank.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's definitely reducing time.
Yep.
I think just with the ester, keeping the esters down and the sulfur at bay. Spunning is definitely the go for lagers.
Okay.
We've got a big double bock there. So it was a massive pitch. It was 250 gram pitch of lager yeast into 150 litres. So it's going to be hovering around the 7.5% hopefully. So
nice. Nice. So what's the most popular beer, you know, at Morts?
Our lager, definitely our German style Pilsner. Okay. It's 100% all German malt, Wyman, Vienna and Pilsner. And then everyone loves a pale ale too. I think you'll find that people love changing around, but if they're staying on a lager, they normally stay on it all day. So it's just one that's a staple. Yep. As soon as it's out, it's back in. It's back in. So same with the pale ale too. It'll be next week or whenever the tank comes. I thought just do a little pale ale this week. Yep. And then when the big tank, and I'll get another 250 out of that. So.
Yep. Any plans for some big stouts coming out winter or?
We only done I cranked out my pilot the other day. We did a 60 litre of 8.5% pastry stout.
Nice.
So it's got cacao, vanilla, 10% lactose in it, and you know, 50 litres is enough.
As a tester,
which is good. That's where we are flexible. We can do big batch to small batch.
So how much more we got to go? A couple of hours, you reckon?
Yeah, a couple of hours before clean up. We're getting to the boil now. We'll clean this grain out and get it to the farmers so that the grain can go to the cows.
Nice, mate. Nice. And then you can start all over again tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do it all again tomorrow.
Nice. Well, mate, it's certainly been great talking to you about the SsBrewtech gear and seeing the setup. It's a pretty unique setup, I think, for what it is. How about we go and have a couple of little samples?
Yeah, I think it's definitely time. Thanks, Gaz.
Don't you, man?
Thank
Go
you.
on.